Greetings, mobile delegates. I'm Ashley Esqueda, and it's time for your Mobile Nation's Monday Brief, where I bring you the best of Pre-Central, Windows Phone Central, Crackberry, Android Central, and the iPhone blog. Now, I'm not in front of my usual background. As you can see, BlizzCon is going on, and I make a trip every year. But without further ado, let's get you briefed. Android Central was really busy this week as Samsung and Google unveiled Ice Cream Sandwich and a flagship device using Ice Cream Sandwich in Hong Kong. That's right. 4.0 is coming for Android. So what are the features? Well, we've got facial recognition software, a huge visual revamp, and a ton of other features like faster voice input and virtual buttons, which is pretty awesome. So what exactly did they show Ice Cream Sandwich off on? Well, Samsung was on hand to unveil the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. That's right, the flagship Android device we've all been waiting for is coming to town. It's got a gorgeous, huge 4.65-inch 720p screen. We're talking gorgeous, high-res video on your Android phone. It is amazing. It's got NFC. There's a new feature called Android Beam where you're going to be able to tap devices and share things like web pages and maps. I am really looking forward to what's going on with Ice Cream Sandwich and the Galaxy Nexus, so check out Android Central for all the details. The pre-Central community was dealt kind of a harsh blow this last week for their beleaguered WebOS once again. Now, we heard some rumors that HTC was possibly interested in buying WebOS. Well, now these rumors are confirmed to be true, but unfortunately they were confirmed by HTC's leader, Peter Chow, saying that they would not be buying WebOS. So kind of a tough blow to the WebOS community, but that only leaves Amazon left as a potential buyer. And with everything going on with the Kindle Fire, there's only so much more that WebOS can take. Over at the iPhone blog, Renee and the gang put up their definitive iPhone 4S review, so you guys can go over there and check it out. But there are also some interesting tidbits leaking from the Steve Jobs authorized biography. Now, this is pretty interesting. According to the book's author, Steve Jobs considered Android grand theft. Check out this quote. "I will spend my last dying breath if I need to, and I will spend every penny of Apple's $40 billion in the bank to right this wrong. I'm going to destroy Android because it's a stolen product. I'm willing to go thermonuclear war on this." Now, that's a pretty harsh opinion, and I'd try to have some opinion on this one way or the other, but I'm too busy checking my drop-down notification bar in iOS 5 on my iPad 2. Where have I seen that before? Oh, it's a little bit apropos that I am standing here at BlizzCon, who makes World of Warcraft, because last week at BlackBerry DevCon, Mike Lazaridis seemed to only be able to utter one word on stage, which was wow. 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 That's right, Mike Lazaridis, the founder and co-CEO of RIM, was on stage, on hand for BlackBerry DevCon, where they showed off Tablet 2.0, which was awesome. They announced BBX, the next iteration of BlackBerry OSs, and they showed off BlackBerry Jam, which is a new developer program. But I'm wondering and hoping that this doesn't mean that BlackBerry is toast, because Kevin and the gang at Crackberry seem to be a little disappointed that there were exactly a total of 0 BBX phones shown off at BlackBerry DevCon. So you've got one more chance to impress the gang at Crackberry, Mike Lazaridis. And I don't mean the shade of your skin. I mean BlackBerry phones. Windows Phone Nation taking a little bit of a hit from Orange, which is a carrier overseas. They had an executive tell CNET this past week that they were pretty disappointed in Windows Phone, as it is their worst selling smartphone device in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. They were not as happy as they had hoped to be with the sales of the device, which came in behind iOS, Android, and even BlackBerry. So they are, however, seeing a little ray of light in that Nokia World is this week, and they are banking big on finding some great phones to market and sell from Nokia. The executive went on to say that a Nokia phone is like driving a Mercedes-Benz, which I tend to agree with, as the N9's hardware is pretty incredible. So fingers crossed that we're going to see some amazing devices, see Ray everybody, hello, at Nokia World this coming week. Well, that's it for your Mobile Nations Monday Brief. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/mobilenations. You can also check out all of our podcasts at mobilenations.com/shows. And you can subscribe to me and follow me, stalk me, whatever you want on Twitter at twitter.com/Ashley Esqueda. Nations, you have been briefed.